بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال الله أيضا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. وبعد فإن خير الكلام كلام الله وأحسن هدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Inshallah, to all the sisters, let us begin our day with the morning dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بك أصبحنا وبك أمسينا وبك نحيا وبك نموت وإليك النشور. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد نبيا. اللهم زدني علما نافعا رزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك وعلى طاعتك. اللهم أدخلنا جنتك وأجرنا من النار. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. صلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين يا رب العالمين. To all the sisters and brothers, we never fail to remind ourselves the important to remember Allah Rabbul Alameen every morning, every evening. The more we remember Allah, the more Allah remember us in return. And when Allah loves us, He will command the angel of Gabriel to love us, and Gabriel will command all the other angels to love us, and we'll be protected by Allah Almighty. Amen. Now this dua that we have been practicing every morning in our Wednesday class, I pray and hope that all of us have memorized it. And you have been practicing it not only today, every morning, and you have shared with your loved one, with your children, with your spouse. Why? Because that is how knowledge benefits us. Whatever we learn, we keep it to ourselves. Sometimes it do not benefit you, because when you keep it to yourself, you may even forget, and then you will fail to pass it down to your family members. It's very important. We want to be protected. We want our family to be protected, so that we leave a legacy, something that when they practice, you get the reward. Each time when they recite this dua, you get reward because you are the one who have shared with them this dua. This is the way to show that we are not just students of knowledge, learn about Quran and Sunnah, but we fail to practice the Sunnah. We are learning about the Quran. The Prophet said, there is no word that is better than the word of Allah Rabbul Alameen. There's no speech that is better than Kalam Allah, because it's true and is going to give you shafa'ah, intercession in the day of judgment. To the extent that the Prophet said, every letter in the Quran that you recite, Allah reward you 10 times. every single letter to show us the benefit of reciting the Quran. And then the Prophet ﷺ also reminds us, for those who recite the Quran sincerely to seek Allah's pleasure, the Quran will intercede for you, will give you shafa'ah, and your status of paradise will increase. The class will keep on moving up based on the Quran that you recite. But you must recite the Quran sincerely for the sake of Allah. There are people who may recite the Quran to show off, to show the people that I am a good reciter of the Quran. Then that Quran cannot benefit him. They are doing the same thing but no benefit. Why? Because of the intention. Where the Prophet did mention in one of the popular hadiths that the day of judgment, Allah will summon those people, the reciter of the Quran, also the scholar, what do you do with the knowledge I give you? They will say, yes, I have done this, done that. Allah said, you are a liar. All that you do, have done is to show the people that you are so good in recitation of the Quran. And because you are so good, people have praised you day and night. Enough. Nothing from me now. And he will be thrown into hellfire just because of that. Because he or she was not sincere in reciting the Quran. Then the Prophet continued by saying, the best person for us to follow in our life so that we will not end as a loser is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The best example for the sisters is the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The patience they have, istiqamah, consistency, and also the kindness that they have. Yeah? To all the sisters who are new with us, we pray, may Allah Rabbul Alameen help us to memorize this dua as soon as possible, and you apply it daily. Share it with your children, your spouse. Make it a habit. If you have breakfast together, either you do it before breakfast or even after breakfast, then you have your breakfast. Make it like it is part of your activities. Then one, I can share with you how to do it. One, you recite, maybe you recite for 1 week, you lead them. So the next week, you call one of your son or your daughter to lead. Or your husband lead. And this is how you train. Everybody is playing their role to lead others in reciting the dua. Have anybody tried to do that before? Have you tried to do that? Not yet? Don't worry. Yeah? Just plan towards that. Yeah? We need to plan for our future. Now, let us come back. No, before that, I just want to finish that hadith. The best speech is a speech of Allah. If you want to speak what is good, always remember what is written in the Quran. Then your speech will be guided. You are not going to talk nonsense anymore, because you are guided by the Kalam Allah. And when you use the word of Allah, you won't hurt anybody. If people are so bad, you are not there to judge them, you are there to help them. Tell them, don't give up hope in Allah. Allah's mercy is always there, and He will forgive all your sin. Just ask Allah for forgiveness. You don't say, you say you are a sinner. Of course, he's a sinner. But you don't talk about his sin anymore. You just show him what Allah said about don't give up hope. That's how you respond. Don't be judgmental. Nobody is perfect. That's how we talk with the guidance of the Quran. And look at the Prophet. The Prophet always want to make things easy. Don't make it difficult to anybody. Make it easy. The do and don't is important. But what comes first is aqidah, the belief. We have a lot of problem with our iman. The crisis of the iman that make this ummah so divided. They don't know where they're heading now. Everybody is talking about this, about that, having their opinion, idea. But nobody is going back to the Quran, say what Allah said. If you want people to honor you, respect you again, there's no other way except you go back to the Quran. The first, second, and the third generation was respected, honored by friends and foes because they follow the Quran and Sunnah. That's all. Not because they are rich, not because they are majority, no. Muslims are always minority, but they've been honored because of the value they have, the goodness, the kindness, the commitment they have. Today, you look at the Muslim population is huge. Majority are Muslim in our country. People have very little respect to us. The non-believer have very little respect. Why? We have to ask ourselves. Because we don't even follow. We don't want to follow the Quran and Sunnah. When you abandon Quran and Sunnah, that is our downfall. Before Quran and Sunnah, people live in Jahiliyyah without guidance. Follow their desire, what they think is good. Islam came with Quran and the Sunnah. They left it there. They left it to Ummah, the Jahiliyyah, and bring them out from darkness, from zulumat ila nur. Now they are guided. They are different. The way they talk, the way they behave, the way they handle matters, the way they talk to their elders, the young one, everything changed. And now, everything going back to Jahiliyyah again. We thought that our way is better. And you abandon the way of Allah. But every day you ask Allah for guidance. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. See? What is happening? You ask Allah for guidance, but you don't follow His guidance. I share this with all the good sisters and brothers because on and off I have this kind of discussion with people who are not yet Muslim. They even ask me sometimes, are you with Jakim? Are you with Jais and all these things? They ask me. I said, no. I'm with the Penang State Government, yes. As a Shura Committee, the Council for Religious Affairs, but not in federal and in Selangor. Okay? They have their own council member. Why they ask me about this? They just don't like these people. These people, they are always putting fear into the people. Because the son is going to be a Muslim, they are worried. What is going to happen to their son if he make a mistake after they become Muslim? He'll be arrested, he'll be fined, he'll be brought to court. So because they know us as people who just want to judge people, arrest people. I have to help her to understand. I say, I'm here to share with you what we believe. Not about the implementation, what we believe. We all know that the Prophet said, Iyakun, be careful of new thing in Islam, new ideas, new way of interpreting Islam. Either you use the word liberal, secular, Plural, you can name anything. People ask me, you know this? I say, I also don't know. I know people are saying about it, but there's only one Islam. There is Islam belong to Allah, in ad-dina inna Allah al-Islam. And other than that Islam, Allah said, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامَ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Whoever choose other that Islam, then Allah will not accept it. We may accept Islam should be like this, Islam should be like that. Islam don't follow us. There is the Islam that unite everybody, the Islam that from Allah. The Islam from us is not united people. You are dividing people. You make confusion. That's why the Prophet warned us. Don't come with a new thing in Islam. God, Islam is perfect. It's completed. Just follow. When people don't follow the true Islam, then that is the sign of the downfall. That's what we are facing today. Fitna is growing from day to day. We have been discussing about believing in Qada and Qadr, because this is part of our Iman. Nobody can say, I have Iman, when you have problem with Qada and Qadr. And we all aware, no Muslim have problem in believing in Allah in general. Everyone, even the sinner, have no problem to believe in Allah. No Muslim have problem in believing in the angels. We all believe. How strong your belief, it differ. Do we believe there are two angels with us, monitoring what we do? We do believe. But we still do a lot of wrong things. That is a different case, but we believe. Do we believe in the prophets? We believe. We believe in the books? Yes, we believe. Do we believe there is a day of judgment, there's life after death? We all believe. We have no problem. The biggest problem is Qada and Qadr. And that's why the Prophet said, وَتُؤْمِنُوا بِقَدْرِ خَيْرِهِ وَشَرِّهِ مِنَ اللَّهِ. When come to Qada and Qadr, the Prophet reaffirmed again the word belief. Double dose. First, believe in Allah, angels, books, prophet, day of judgment, and then the Prophet repeat and believe in Qada and Qadr. Let me share with you that before we go into the book. So we, people who claim that we are the Sunnah wal Jama'ah group, every Muslim in this country said that we belong to Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah. We are not Mu'tazila, we are not Qadariyah, we are not Jabariyah, we are not this, but we are Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Do we believe in that, sisters? Always remember this term. Yeah? People ask you, which group do you belong? Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Because when you say Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah, you represent Prophet Muhammad, the Sahaba, the four Khalifa. You represent the four great Imam, Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Imam Ahmad. You represent all of them. Allahu Akbar. So, people of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah believe that Allah subhanahu created all things, everything. Good, bad, halal, haram, Allah created. Okay? And He is able to do all things. That's what we believe. That His will encompasses all that exists. And that He knew and decided and wrote all things before they came into existence. This is what we must believe. So, the Ahl Sunnah and the Imam Arba'ah of this Ummah are agreed that people are commanded to do that which Allah has commanded them. Everyone believes that. As a Muslim, you are commanded to follow the commandment of Allah, and are forbidden to do that which Allah has forbidden you. I mean, halal, haram, clear. You cannot change anymore. Whether you follow to what level is up to your iman. If Allah said, don't gossip, don't backbite, then you ask yourself, how many times I gossip and backbite per day? You ask yourself. Allah said no. You said sometime. But how many times? Yesterday, 10 times. Today, 12 times or 8 times. Tomorrow, inshallah, 5 times. Later on, it decreases. It's good. If there is what happening to you, there is a good sign. Okay. They are agreed on their belief in His promise and His warning. We all people Sunnah believe in what Allah promised us. And also His warning. We are very, very worried. See what Allah said to us. And let us zoom into this ayat in Surah At-Tawbah. Qul in kana aba'ukum wa abna'ukum wa ikhwanukum wa azwajukum wa ashiratukum wa amwalu niktaraftumuha wa tijaratan takshawna kasadaha wa masakinu tardawnaha ahabba ilaykum min Allah wa rasul wa jihadin fi sabilihi fatarabbasu hatta ya'ti Allahu bi amri wallahu la yahdi al-qawmal fasiqin. You know, this ayah is very unique. Allah command our Prophet to tell us, to ask us, whoever love his parent, who don't love their parent? Whoever love their children, who don't love children? Whoever love his property, who don't love property? Aba'ukum wa abna'ukum, your family members, your uncle, your auntie, your sibling, who don't love the family? And your property, who don't love property? And you love your business, who don't love business? Whoever do business, you love. That's why you are keep on doing your business. Who don't love their own house? Do we love our home, sisters? Alhamdulillah, we have a very comfortable home. It's good. The Prophet wants us to have a comfortable home, spacious home, and also want you to have a good transportation so that you can move and stay in a very good environment. But then Allah said, if you love all these things that is temporarily more than me, Allah, and my messenger, Prophet Muhammad, who can live in a castle if he want, who can have everything in this dunya if he want, but he choose to live as simple as possible. But we can, no problem. Now Allah is that, tell them, whoever love all these things more than me, is me who give everything to you, and then you love all this more than me. You ignore me because of all these things. And my messenger who was sent to save you, you ignore him. And you are not ready to strive for my religion. You don't care about Islam, and you care about yourself, you care about your business, you care about your family, you don't care about Islam. Then Allah gives you a warning. Don't say Allah did not warn us. Fatarabbasu hatta ya'ti Allah bi amri. Allah said, wait. Do it. Go on with what you want to do. This is what you choose. Go. Wait for my punishment to come to you. It's true. If you love something so much and that thing is gone, how do you feel? You feel depressed. You feel so sad. But if you don't love that thing so much, how do you feel? Okay, what? No big deal. But if you love one, the thing that you love is gone. Astaghfirullah. Only Allah knows the depression you have. You don't want to talk to people. You just don't want to say anything. You cannot eat now. You cannot drink now. You just depression. But if you don't love, warning. You can love. Allah never said you cannot love. But don't love them more than Allah. Love the provider. Do we love our friend? Just an example. You love your friend. You share a lot with your friend. But love your parent more than your friend. Your friend is just a friend, but your parent is there who serve you, who care for you, who give everything for you. And in return, you share your love to your friend more than to your parent. Hurting. Do we feel hurt as mother? I don't know. If I am a father, I'm still a father. Of course, I feel hurt. They agreed on their belief in Allah's promise. If you love me, you follow my prophet, I will love you, I forgive your sin. That's what Allah promised us. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. Simple as that. Which are spoken of in the Quran and Sunnah. Whatever Allah have warned us, whatever He promised us is written. Not, I think Allah said this. No, not you think. It's in the Quran. Allah promised us. They agreed that there is no justification for anyone with regard to neglecting any obligatory duty or committing any forbidden act. But Allah has perfect evidence against all of us. Among the things that are agreed upon by all the companions of the prophets and the four Imma, the four great scholars, Abu Hanifa, Malik, Shafi'i, and Ahmad al-Hanbali, is that belief in divine will and predestination, Qada and Qadr, and that Allah is the creator of all things. What He wills happen, and what He does not will does not happen. Allah sends astray whomever He wills, and He guides whomever He wills. They also believe that people have their own will and freedom to choose. We must have that belief. You cannot say, then we have no freedom to choose. Yes, we believe that. We have. Allah empower us and give us that freedom to make us special compared with other creation. Only jinn and human was given the same freedom of choice. Other no. Other just got to follow their fitrah, sunnatullah. Yeah. That's why other than human, you can travel anywhere. No passport. You don't buy ticket. Yeah. No custom. No police will stop a cat cross a border. Nobody. Traffic light, if they run away, nobody will summon them. The one who summon them, they are just like them. You see, how can you summon a cow and they give you a warning? Be careful this area. The cow may pass through this highway. So you slow down. If you're not the cow, you cannot summon the cow. No law will summon the cow. Yeah. They also believe that people have their own will and freedom to choose. So they do by their own will and power this which Allah empower them to do. But they point out that people do not will anything except that which Allah will. Correct. You can do, but you have to get Allah's permission. When you can do it means Allah have permit you. Sometimes we plan to do good thing, but we just can't do it. Because you plan, Allah also plan. Allah may plan overcome your plan. But then you believe Allah knows best. Allah knows best. That's how it goes. Yeah? Just like a doctor, he cannot say, I am the one who cure you. No. I'll try my best, and at the end, Allah. That's why a good doctor will remind the patient of Allah. That's how all those who have all this profession, they must always link their knowledge back to Allah. Because the knowledge that they have is given by Allah. Allamal insana ma lam ya'lam. Let us go back to the book. Are we on page 102 today? Yeah, 102. All of you must help me, to know what page we are in. But I keep on write some note. But sometimes I may also forget. Our will and choice. Do we have a will? Yes. Do we have given a choice? Yes. We have a free will to act. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted us a free will to choose and act. Based on this will, He will judge us on resurrection day. Allah says, فَمَنْ شَاءَ اتَّخَذَ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِ سَبِيلًا. Surah Al-Insan, verse 29. Whoever then so will may follow a path to his Lord. And He said, لِمَنْ شَاءَ مِنْكُمْ أَنْ يَسْتَقِيمُ. Surah Takwir, verses 28. This reminder there is for everyone among you who will to be upright upon Islam. If you want to be mustaqim, like what we ask Allah, ihdina siratal mustaqim. We have been asking Allah, guide us to be mustaqim, to be right. We want to be right. Can we be right? Of course you can be. Right and wrong, you have to decide. But what is right is what Allah says is right, then it's right. What Allah says is wrong, you don't say right. Don't say right when Allah said wrong. But anything Allah silent, up to you. Like the Prophet said, Innal halal bayin, wal haram bayin, wa ma saqata anhu fahuwa mimma afalakum. Salman al-Farisi, one of the companions, said, the Prophet remind us, halal, clear. Allah said halal, halal. Haram, when Allah said haram, haram. Correct? Easy to understand? What Allah silent about that? He never mentioned by name or anything. Then, even you do, maybe you're in the gray area, you are not committing a sin for that. Because it's not clear. Thing that is clear, of course. Thing is not clear. Then, mimma afalakum. If you commit it, Allah forgive you. Yeah? But don't change the rule. Yeah? Allah said, halal, haram, halal, haram. A person normally perform a deed by first willing it and then executing his will. Of course, when you want to do something, first you must have the intention. Like you said, I want to travel. I want to go to Hajj. You have the intention. After having the intention, what do? You prepare. You execute your plan. What they need? They need visa. You send my passport. They need us to pay, we pay. Book our ticket. You have to execute your plan already. Yeah. He does not feel compelled by a hidden force to act or refrain. Sometimes there's some doubt. Hey, are you going okay or not? No, you just have to do. If that is what you want to go do, just do it. As we find in the Quran and Sunnah, that a person act of obedience and disobedience are considered his own doing. It's your own act. He is praised and rewarded for his righteous deed with the right intention. If not, then there's no value in the sight of Allah. People will praise you, but Allah will not praise you because you are not doing for His sake. And is blamed and punished for his evil deeds. And look at this beautiful surah. All of us memorize this surah. Do we memorize this surah? Alhamdulillah. Wal asr. Innal insan lafi khusr. Allah is telling all of us by swearing with time. Some people say al-asr means morning, evening. And this is opinion. But the real meaning of us by time. Allah swear with the time that He have given us. Our life all move according to the time that we have. There are time you are successful. There are time you fail. There are time you are good. There are time you are bad. There are time you are healthy. There are time you are sick. There are time you are happy. There are time you are sad. Do we have this time? Yeah. This is the time. Time that Allah given is covered with all this. Allah swear with times. Human, Allah not talk about us only, Muslim. He said, as long as you are a human, are surely in loss. We are all loser. This is what Allah said. Those who are successful in business, they thought, oh, I'm a success. But you are still a loser. What is wealth when there's no health? What is wealth and health when there's no iman? Because these two cannot save you from the punishment of Allah. The only thing that qualifies us to go to paradise is our iman, not our wealth, not our health. When you have the right iman, that iman will bring you to Jannah. That's why the Prophet said, La tadkhulul Jannah hatta tu'minu. No one enter paradise until they believe. If you don't believe in paradise, then how can you go to paradise? Because Allah said, Al-Jannah haq. Jannah is true. An-naru haq. And also hell is true. Was-siratul haq. And the bridge in the day of Jannah is true. And the scale is true. Wal-mizanul haq. Wal-asri innal insan. As long as you're human, we are all a loser. But Allah is so kind to us. Now He is telling us those who will not be a loser. First He said everybody will be a loser. Then He continued, Illa lazina amanu, except for those who believe. So if you don't believe, never think that you are a winner now. If Allah said, I don't accept any than Islam, whoever want to accept it other than Islam, he will be a loser. Allah said, وَمَا يَبْتَغِي غَيْرِ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. خُسْرٍ. They will end as a loser. They thought they are good. They are so successful because of that, because they don't follow Islam. then they'll end as a loser. Illa lazina amanu, except those who believe. But look at Allah's sentence, His commandment, His speech. Allah do not stop there only. If you just, okay, I have iman, I believe in all the arkanu iman, okay, that means I'm a believer now. Oh, no. Allah continue. If you just stop there, I am a believer. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. And you don't follow with righteous deed. Without amal. Iman without amal. That iman is a fake iman. Lip service, not from the heart. Something from the heart will not just stop there. I said, I believe. How can I prove to myself, prove to Allah that I am a believer? By doing righteous deed. Illa lazina amanu wa amilas salihat. Not only amal, not only do good deeds, but righteous deed. Not just any deeds. Everybody is very active in doing many things today. All of us are active in doing many things. But what you do is righteous or not. Saleh or not. Because there are two types of deeds. Amal saleh, amal taleh. One Allah accept, one Allah reject. What is amal taleh? The Prophet said from Aisha radiallahu anha, Man amila amalan laysa alaihi amruna fahuwa raddun. Whoever make an act of worship or anything that you do and do not follow the guidance of our Prophet ﷺ will be rejected. You understand this saying? You can do anything you want. I want to pray. How do you pray? I want to fast. How do you fast? You don't want to follow the way of the Prophet. You follow your own way. You follow the majority. You follow this guy, that guy. Then the Prophet said, his deed will be rejected. Amal Saleh is an amal that follow the way of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Intention lillahi ta'ala khalas. That is amal Saleh. That's why when Allah talk about iman, He follow with amal. Every time when Allah talk about iman, follow with deeds, action. Speak louder than word. You say, I have iman, you must have amanah. The Prophet said, La iman liman la amanah talahu. People who have iman, but they are not trustworthy, then you cannot have iman. Iman is a person that you can trust. Abu Lahab, Abu Jahal, Abu Talib, all this believer, they know who is Muhammad. They believe in him as a person. They have trust in him. If they have anything, they will pass it to him because they have trust. Because he is the Rajulun al-Amin. The only thing they fail, number one, to declare loud, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasul. Even they love him so much. They protect him, but they fail to declare. They cannot be a Muslim. That's why when we have our loved one with us, who are not yet Muslim, our duty is when we see them, remind them about La ilaha Muhammad Rasulullah. If they mention that, at least we can pray for them if anything happened to them. The rest you leave it to Allah. But if they fail to make the declaration, how much you love them, you just cannot pray for them. You just have to stop and leave it to Allah. That's all. Amal Saleh, the amal, the righteous deed, not just any deeds. If you have iman and you have act righteously, you are still a loser because the ayat never end. How can you be a loser? I'm doing what Allah want me to do, but you remember one thing that you must do other than that. وَتَوَاصَوْا okay. You are good now. But you are just thinking of yourself. You forget to save your family. You have the knowledge. You hide the knowledge. You keep the knowledge to yourself. Wa amma bin ni'mati rabbika fahaddis. Allah said, all my bounty, you must share with others. Call them. You pray. You call your family to pray. You fast. You call them to fast. You eat. Do you call them to eat? Oh, yes, yes. Never say, no, no, no. Eating time, I eat alone. It's not nice eating alone. You go to a hotel, 5-star hotel, eat alone. Oh, you don't feel relaxed. When people got somebody to talk, you have nobody. You talk to the food only. You don't feel good. You must feel for others. If the Prophet just keep Islam to himself, he don't have to go through all the suffering. Then how can Khadijah become a Muslim? How can Abu Bakr become a Muslim? How can Ali become a Muslim? You must share. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. You know the truth. The truth must be conveyed. If you don't do that, you will end as a loser. Because Allah is going to ask you, you found Islam, I gave you Hidayah. What do you do with Islam now? Oh, I amal. Yeah, after that, after you amal, you just think that you only want to go to Jannah? You must remind others. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. And mutually enjoy. You must enjoy truth. But when you do this, you can be a loser too. Why? You say, I have told him, I called him, but he is so stubborn. This person don't want to listen to me. How many times? How many times? One time. One time. Wow. You are so mean. And just one time, you judge that person. We are all human. Human always forget. Adam forget, we forget. Adam forgot, and then we forget. A lot of people do that. And when you age, you will forget more. True or not? Are we forgetful now? You know, I myself also forget something. Yeah. And you know, yeah, the leader of the country is not like you, like me. He's 90 plus. He also makes experience on him. So we need to remind each other. Enjoy mutual. Anything good, share. Share. Don't keep. It's amana. Islam is amana. Knowledge is amana. Then when you share, of course, people will say, who are you to tell me? My daughter want to teach me. My son want to teach. I know them from small. What should you do? After you have shared the knowledge, what should you do? Watawasaw bis-sabr. Patient. Patient na sudah, I have talked to them already. No, keep on talking. Nuh alayhi salam talked to his people for how long? 950 years. Day in, day night, always remind them. And that's how he can save how many lives? Not even 100. But he have done his duty. He have done his duty. Prophet Muhammad, 23 years. Never stopped even one day calling people to Allah. Because he became a prophet for 23 years. From the day he was appointed to be the messenger of Allah, he kept on conveying the message. It's like a postman. Duty is to deliver, send letters. One day he just get all the letter and he go and sleep somewhere. What's going to happen to all letter? Amana, man, he betrayed us. We don't know who sent letter to us. Maybe the letter is so important. And the letter is telling, if you receive my letter, if you don't respond in 5 hours, consider gone. Allahu Akbar. What is going to happen? You are waiting, you say, on the way, express. But this guy go and sleep. It is not important, no, I'm too late. This is your work to deliver. If the delivering service said, today means today. How do you feel? You order your food, grab food. When you order, you know you're waiting. That guy, something happened to him. Astaghfirullah. I don't know what you think. If you come later on, you are waiting for just 20 minutes. After 1 hour, he's still not there. What do you think? You will wait? Khalas, heart sick already. Pain. Khalas. You don't come anymore. Don't have to come. But you must have patience. If not, we all will end as a loser. Anybody want to end not a loser, just have to have iman, the right belief, and amal saleh, guided by the way of the Prophet ﷺ, and always prepare to share whatever knowledge that you have gained. Don't keep to yourself. And have patience. Just have patience. Patience is not just patient and don't do anything. Now you are not well. Do you have patience to take medicine? Of course, you must have that. You don't have one table, khalas, clear. No. Antibiotic they give you for how long? Minimum must finish. Halfway you stop. The reason you must finish the course because that is how it works. That medicine works in that manner, that pattern. Then if the thing repeat, it's not okay. How can it work? I said 5 days, you stop 2 days. So you are a doctor by yourself. Because they take time. Yeah. This is something that you must understand. Yeah. Sabr. Sabr jamil. Patience is beautiful. Especially when you want to talk to somebody and you know what you talk is not good. Patience. Control. Rethink how to put your word across. How to use the best word. Do we do that exercise? You want to talk. Why do you want to talk? Because you're not happy. You want to tell somebody something. Can you talk to him? Yes. But how to use the best word. Likulli maqal maqam. Every place there is a word to use. Use the best word. Allahu Akbar. You see, when you talk, people will listen with an open heart. Because you are not judgmental. You're not telling you are wrong. No. I'm just sharing, no. Allah said this, the Prophet said this. Beautiful or not? It's not what you say. Allah and the Prophet say. A believer cannot deny that. He cannot, I disagree with you. He dare not say he disagrees with Allah. He cannot say he disagrees with Prophet. But he can say, I disagree with you. But when you know how to convey the message with patience, you ask yourself when you want to talk, do you talk with love, respect, care, or you just want to let go your frustration? What you think? Normally when you talk. I don't know. Sister may know better. Here Allah described the believers as actual doer of good deeds, righteous deeds. This is further confirmed by common sense and experiences. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will encompasses hours of God. At the end of the day, we plan, He executes it. You must do your level best. Allah said, if you are not well, seek for medication. Ask people who are specialized. We have done that. Then you have sabr and tawakkal to Allah. We have seen that we have a free will to choose and act. At the same time, we must realize that Allah is the owner and the controller of the creation, and nothing can take place in His dominance against His will. Therefore, Allah surrounds and encompasses our will, making our will subject to His will. But then Allah also said to us, فَمَنْ شَاءَ اتَّخَذَ إِلَى رَبِّهِ سَبِيلًا وَمَا تَشَاءُونَ إِلَّا أَنْ يَشَاءَ اللَّهُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلِيمًا حَكِيمًا. Whoever then so will may follow the path to his Lord. But you cannot will it unless Allah wills. Indeed, Allah is ever knowing and wise. Now, this is a very unique word of Allah. First, Allah said, now you choose. And then later Allah said that you cannot without my will. This is to remind us that don't ever think that you are the one who can do everything. No. But you have asked Him for guidance. That's why the Prophet always reminds his ummah, when anybody say something to you and you promise them, after you promise them, what do you say at the end? Insha'Allah. That is what you must end with, to show that we are Muslim believer. We don't talk like a non-believer. We always remember the end of what we decide, what we plan. Insha. But remember, words Inshallah is very, very important. Today we misuse this Inshallah. I feel very, very hurt when I talk to the Arab brothers and they say Inshallah, and I know deep in my heart, your Inshallah is excuses. It's not commitment. Through experience. Thing you can do on the spot, you say Inshallah, come tomorrow, and you are not there tomorrow. You know that you are not there tomorrow. Why do you tell me tomorrow? That's why sometimes when I was young, I'm still young, but that was 40 years or 35 years ago. And I get upset, I said, in the day of judgment, I think you all will go to hell first. You play with the word of God. According to the teaching of Islam, when you say Inshallah mean 99%, you agreed. If I am not there, means either I'm sick or I am inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Khalas. That is what Inshallah stand for. Today, Inshallah is Inshallah betul ka, Melayu ka, Islam ka. We also get confused. You see, how can when people use the word of Allah, we don't believe because of what they have been doing. When you say Inshallah means go, only two things can stop you. Either you are sick, you cannot be there, or you are dead, khalas. And nobody will blame you for that. Because you have said, Insha'Allah. Allahu Akbar. To show us, don't think that you can do everything. Anything can happen on the way. You plan to come back, you start your car, halfway your car, Allah tested that car, got jammed. Something happened, just don't want to move. Or you just left. Someone and the back hit you. Astaghfirullah. I want to be there early, half an hour. Somebody go and knock me from behind. What's going to happen? Never mind, I'll see you next time. No, man. Immediately you come down. Why lah? You go and knock me. What can you do? Do you think he want to knock you? Do you think he want to hit you? He don't have the intention. Something just happened. This is part of what Allah said, that if Allah do not will you to be there at that time, something can happen. I've experienced this many times in my life. It made me understand the work of Allah better. When it happened, then you can understand better. That also if you reflect. But if you don't believe in Qadr and Qadr, you're going to have a lot of this lah, that lah, you know. Qadr and Qadr. I'm moving already. I'm moving already. Not say I'm not moving. Imam Shafi, I forgot something. Imam Shafi, rahimahullah alayh, said that this Suratul Wal Asri that we recite earlier, Wal Asri Innal Insan, is sufficient for you. If no other ayat, this ayat is sufficient as a guideline to make you a good person, so that you don't end as a loser if you act upon this ayat. And the companion said, in the time of the Prophet, when two companions meet, and when we meet each other, and there's somebody around too, you are discussing some matter, the Prophet encouraged us to depart with this surah. Wal asri innal insan lafi khusri illa allazina amanu wa amilus salihat wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw. Why? As a good reminder. Remind them. Remind each other that we all can be a loser if we are not careful with our life. So, if none of us want to end as a loser, please take care of your iman, and please act upon your iman and the knowledge you have, and follow the sunnah, and don't keep whatever you know to yourself. Share with others, and always have patience. Then you will see the result. Just a reminder. We need to remind each other. This ayah indicates that a person's guidance is subject to Allah's will. Similarly, Allah said, "Liman sha'a minkum an yastaqim, wa ma tasha'una illa an yasha Allahu Rabbul Alamin." Surah Taqwir, verses 28-29. This reminder is for everyone among you who will to be upright upon Islam. Of course, we will to be in the right path. But you cannot will it unless Allah will it. The Lord of the creation so will. You must ask. That's why we ask Allah for guidance. It's not said that we don't have guidance. We have the Quran as a guide. Why we keep on asking Allah for guidance? So that Allah make it easy for us to follow. A lot of people recite Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim, they don't follow. Because they didn't really ask Allah to really guide them. They just lip service. That means you must work towards it. You must make an effort. Read the Quran. Try to understand what Allah wants you to do. And try to understand the way the Prophet have taught us to do. Now we don't care. A lot of us are not careful about this. As long as you want to do good thing, you forget how the Prophet have taught us. We don't check on that. Like people want to go to Hajj. Did they check how to perform Hajj according to the Prophet's way? Majority don't. They just tawakkal to their agent. If their agent are following, Alhamdulillah. If the agent just think of money, I don't care, I want money, then you're going to have problem. They give excuse after excuse after excuse. At the end of the day, you come home, then you read. After 1 year, you read the hadith. You come across the hadith. Allah, I don't do this. I miss this. I miss that. How do you feel? Rugilah kan? Allah. And you only go once in your lifetime. A once a lifetime ritual ibadah. Why? Why you don't really prepare yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually? Do it right. Hardship only once. Then you feel satisfied. Allahu Akbar, I'm happy. Have you done it? Yes. What the Prophet wanted me to have done. You're so relieved. Anything you do when you follow the guidance, but a lot of people want to do something good, but they don't follow. But if we try our best, we are misguided by people, that person will take full responsibility. Because you are lying, misleading others. You want to do business, do your business. You want to charge, it's your problem. If they agree, khalas. But don't mislead others. Tell them the truth, nothing but the truth. I think all of us are ready to go through some hardship as long as if this is required, true or not. If this is what required, do we agree? No problem. If this is what the Prophet wants to do, I will do. So be careful to all the good sisters and brothers. And Allah Rabbul Alamin said, وَلَوْ شَاءَ رَبُّكَ لَعَامَنَ مَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ كُلُّهُمْ جَمِيعًا. Surah Yunus, verses 99. And this is also a very important ayah for all of us to understand. And had your Lord so willed, the entirely all those on earth would surely have believed. If Allah want, He just said, Kun fayakun. Everybody become believer, khalas. Allah can do that. It's His power. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He create paradise, He create hell. He promised you and He warned you. Everything is balanced. Because we need that. In life, we need that balance. Allah do not want you to overdo things, neither you don't do anything. Middle way. Yeah. For the sisters who are not married, if you are not married, do you have the intention to get married? Huh? For the sisters who have been married, do you have the intention to be divorced? No. Of course, you want to make sure your marriage will go on and you want to be together even in Akhirah. But those who are not married, our first Saturday, last Saturday class on marriage course, how to choose your partner. Alhamdulillah, the crowd was good. Normally the Saturday reward class is very maybe about 60 to 80, but last Saturday hundreds of people came. Alhamdulillah. It's just our opening. But what happened? When people ask about divorce already. I say, wow, you are so advanced. We are just starting to talk about marriage and how to have the right choice, make the right choice. And you are asking about divorce, saying that show that there's a lot of problem going on. But it's good. I mean, I just joke around. Wow, you are very, very advanced. Huh? But anyhow, it's important, yeah, to understand. We all want to have a good ending. Good ending always guide us to make the right choice. You cannot have a perfect choice. Even the Khalifa, even the Prophet have gone through some hardship with his own wife sometimes because they talk. You know, among the wives. So the Prophet, Allah give him the strength, the energy. Then the Prophet is not like you, like me, no. When Allah said, gather them, He is going to gather all the wives. Maybe one and one hardly meet each other. Now everybody must come together in one jama'ah. Not to pray jama'ah, no. He's asking all, what do you want from me? You want dunya? You want things? Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. You're not happy with what I can give to all of you already. You're not happy. You still want to complain about it. Tell me, I'm going to give it to you. What you want about dunya, I'm going to make sure you have it. Then I will leave all of you. Because I am not sent for this dunya. I have a mission. I thought that you all understand my mission. You will be with me, not here. If you support me, you will be with me forever. Just tell me what you want now. Then, Alhamdulillah, Allah blessed the Prophet and blessed the wife of the Prophet. They all agreed, Ya Rasulullah, whatever you want us to do, we will do. No question now. Earlier, now no more. Whatever happened, we are there for you, we'll support you, we'll be with you. And that's why all of them become Ahlul Bayt, the household of our Prophet. You must remember, yeah, unique. Even Khadijah had passed away so long. Each time when he do Qurban, he looked also for Khadijah's family, relative past. Nobody can talk. This is what Islam taught us. You honor the sacrifice of the early people. You must honor whatever people have done good, honor them. Because the ending was good. If the ending is bad, then the thing will change. Anyone who have the bad ending with the Prophet, they will not be qualified to be radiyallahu anhum. You must follow the way through until you pass away, pleasing Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah? Allah have the will to say, everyone become Muslim if he want. But He chose the other way. I have believers and the non-believers. I have paradise, I have hell. I make this halal, I make that haram. It's His wisdom. The will of Allah also encompasses a person's choice of misguidance. For example, Allah said, "Walau syaa Allah ma ashraku." Surah Al-An'am verses 107. If Allah had so willed, they would not have joined partners with Allah. That means Allah allowed them because Allah gave them the freedom to choose. وَهَدَيْنَهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ. So if you choose the wrong path, you don't blame Him. I give you the choice. You know, this is a shortcut, this is the long way. And if you want to go fast, you go the shortcut. You know how to do that. When it comes to food, you know how to choose the best food. You know. When it comes to thing, you know how to choose. When it comes to Allah's way, my way lah. And then your way lah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the right understanding, brothers and sisters. To have the right understanding about Qadr and move forward. Remember, not just understand and move forward. Be positive. Show to the other nation that we Muslims are unique. Whatever happened, we accept with an open heart. No more complaint. And we reflect and we move forward. And that's how the people of Qada and Qadr. Happened already, don't argue. Accept it first. Reflect. There must be a reason why this happened. And move forward. Something have went wrong before. That's why something is happening now. Let us be positive. Yeah, and then be constructive. Life is full of challenges. All the sisters we know. If your jodoh is not there, but you cannot stop. I don't want to get married anymore. Problem. No. You do that, the Prophet said, An-nikah sunnati. Faman raghiba an sunnati falaysa minni. Nikah is one of my greatest sunnah. Whoever refuse is not one of us. But most of us have done, alhamdulillah. I'm talking about those who are not yet. Don't close your heart. Be open. Open policy. Anything come good. Alhamdulillah. Bad filter first. You can excuse yourself because you know it's not good. Yeah? This is how we believe in Qada and Qadar. Any question from the sister? Today will be our the coming Wednesday is the day we are traveling. I'm traveling for Hajj. So I'll be off at least 3 Wednesdays will be off. Coming Wednesday and 2 more Wednesdays. And when I'm back, our class will start again. Any question from the sister? No more question, alhamdulillah. Yes, Sister Fauzia. We all must keep on praying for Sister Fauzia. She's not been well in and out in the hospital for treatment, but she has been a very, very patient sister. Faddal.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Earlier on you said about, sorry, I got 2 questions. First one is about you have to read the Quran, but when you pray 5 times a day at least, you read the surah from the Quran. Is that counted as reading the Quran?
Oh yes, of course.
So if you pray and you read the surah, it's counted as though you're holding the Quran and reading the surah.
As long as you read the Quran. Actually, the recitation of the Quran in the prayer have more benefit than recite the Quran outside the prayer.
Alhamdulillah.
Meaning, if you recite Quran, long surah in the prayer, you have more reward. Yeah.
And another question is, you said whatever we learn, we should impart to our friends, our relatives.
Naam.
I try to do that, but I'm always accused of being judgmental. No matter how I tell them, in a nice way, in a loving way, they still say, don't be judgmental.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Yeah, you have done your best, sister. You don't have to worry. Yeah, our Prophet was reminded by Allah, "Wama alayna illal bala." Your duty is to share with them. They accept it positively, alhamdulillah. I think they just want you to stop talking to them over that. That's why they say you are judgmental. They want to put you down. But alhamdulillah, you have been very patient. You still talk, Or they say you are judgmental. You still talk, alhamdulillah. Let them say what they want to say. You just have to convey in the best manner, with wisdom, of course. And actually, doing da'wah, you don't have to go direct sometimes. You go from, if they cannot accept direct, you go indirectly. Yeah? Just keep on doing. Sometimes give an advice, to family member. tap him, talk about good thing about him first, talk good about her first, and then slowly you inject something inside. That will be, find your best way. If they still do all these things to you, you don't give up. You can bring them to see us. We can do many ways. Yeah. Don't worry about. May Allah reward you for what you have been doing. And Sister Fawzia has been a very, very tough sister who always do a lot of da'wah.
Jazakallah khair to everybody for all the du'as.
Ameen. Yeah. Any last question? No more question. Alhamdulillah. So don't forget to pray for us, our journey, because some of Jama'ah is leaving for Hajj. If there's any saying from us hurt anybody, anything that we do that may cause unrest to anybody, please forgive us. And please also pray for us. And we will keep on praying for all the Jama'ah. Maybe all your name is not in my memory, but normally I know how to pray for all of you, inshallah. And when we are not around, anything that is around here that you all can represent me. Take care of this place like how I normally take care. For the benefit of the coming generation, for the benefit of the youths, because we have been planning a lot of things for the younger generation. Only with all the support from the elders and the prayer, it can move faster. So may Allah accept all our deeds, forgive all our sins, and give us health and wealth so that we can serve Allah more in the future. Amin. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pardon?